This is The Truth, a series in which I play through games to find out what they're really like for a severely average gamer. And today, me and my good friend Josh are going on a little adventure in the shoes of Chris and Sheva. We're out to do our best to stop Wesker in his deadly plot to zombify the entire planet. We got zombies, we got guns, we got gore, because today we find out the truth of Resident Evil 5. Now it's worth mentioning a couple of things for context at the start of this review. We played the entire game in co-op because we felt that's the best way it should be played, and we were playing on PC, which I feel like makes a big difference in this game. Some of you may already have seen the series, but you can watch me and Josh play through the whole game on our Let's Play series called In It. I'll leave a link in the description.
Because you know you can't really. What are you wearing all of a sudden? You're in like a suit, and a skirt.
Yeah, it's my business outfit. I unlocked it because I unlocked it because I got the gold edition.
Is it? It's actually why.
Yeah.
Oh, there's documents here, mate. Oh, it's just.
Mate, you should have seen what the Chris Redfield's alternative costume was.
Oh, was it his OG?
No, he looks like he's out of Mad Max. And obviously there's going to be spoilers here, so if you haven't played this game and you don't want to find out, then turn this video off. Now this game is split into two halves for me. The first half of this game, really solid. Second half, I think we go a bit overboard. So let's take it step by step and go through what the game offers. The initial section of the game, you start out in a little village. It's quite tense, it's still atmospheric, even though you're playing in co-op, and you end up losing a lot of that tension of a horror game because you're both prattling about a lot. If I drop this, get us down to 1 health, yeah?
Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. We need all the. Trust me, mate. We're gonna need every scruppence of ammo we can find. Don't look at you getting aggy. Yeah. Cut you down.
Wanna go? I'll take you down, boy.
I'll cut you down.
Ooh, come at me with a knife, I'll come at you with a knife. Right, anyway, what are we doing? But it keeps a slow pace, as you'd expect, up until you get to the first boss. And that's when you have to start doing your loops.
Tried to grab me. He's coming! He's coming! There's one behind you.
Now the bosses is probably one of my first complaints with this game. Resident Evil bosses always tread the line for me. Sometimes they're really well balanced and it's quite obvious what you've got to do. Other times they feel like bullet sponges and you have no idea if you're doing damage or not. And this game falls into that category with bosses quite a lot. Oh, caught me.
Like
he's caught me.
Definitely doing something wrong here.
I mean, he's coming back a lot. Any ideas? Can we just get out?
Yeah, let's just try the door.
Flame us back.
Right, nice. I wonder if you have to like take his little spots out first.
But I feel like we've been doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Like he had no arms for frickin' ages earlier. I mean, he definitely doesn't like fire. That's definitely the case. And while we're on the subject of complaints, let's get my biggest one out the way. And that is the QuickTime events. They do not translate to PC in the slightest, and they are the most annoying part about playing it on PC by far. They're so unforgiving and so difficult to hit, and they happen in the middle of cutscenes throughout the game. Press right parentheses to dodge.
I don't know. Page up and F2.
Oh, F4 to dodge.
Yeah.
F and V! I'm never going to hit one of them. Oh, you twat.
Is that a quick time, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Sake.
Of course it was, mate.
Why do they throw him in? I don't know, the chainsaw moves. Look at him!
Mate, you got...
I think it was A and D together I had to press. I thought it meant like alternate. Oh, you're having a laugh, mate. This is...
It sounds like I'm complaining a lot, but don't get me wrong. Like I say, I enjoyed the first half of this game a lot. Whilst you're doing the exploring, uncovering the story, learning a bit of backstory about your characters, and meeting cool guys like Josh, who's an absolute badass. Not Josh who I played with, Josh in the game. Josh who I played with is not badass. And when the game sticks to a smaller scale and is more restrained, that's where this game is most in its element. The reason I didn't enjoy the second half as much is because it starts to push the boundaries a little bit and it goes a bit over the top for me. It also loses its way between a survival horror game and an action game. You end up with very little inventory space and loads of weapons, so you just have no ammunition a lot of the time. And the design in this game is cool, the bosses are sick, I like the design of the bosses, I just don't like how much you have to shoot them until you can stop fighting that boss anymore. And all in all, playing this co-op was an absolute laugh. It's not the normal enjoyment and experience I'd expect from a Resident Evil game, but it was good fun altogether. So let's get down to the score then. Let's stop messing around. Resident Evil 5 is an enjoyable co-op experience. If you've got a good mate that you want to have a laugh with, I definitely recommend playing it through. But be prepared for some savage quick time events and some overextended boss fights. As far as the characters go, I don't think Sheva is the strongest in the Resident Evil 5 protagonist list, but you've got Josh in there who's an absolute badass, and Chris who's funny because he's an absolute cheeseburger. So all in all, with my experience, I'm going to give Resident Evil 5 3 out of 5 loot boxes. It's official, 3 out of 5 loot boxes good. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and drop a comment of any games below that you want me to try and review. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and peace.